Hey everybody, Bearded CB82 here. So before everybody else starts coming on here, we're doing a mail call today. Mail call is going to be from Heath Schwab. I've had this for a few weeks, been waiting to open it. Finally got a moment to do it. We clocked out of work early and it's really crappy outside. So then another one all the way from Canada. So this is from Dan Bates. Mr. Mike, what's going on, sir? I'm getting ready to do my mail call here. So, see, we got 2 people on. I'm gonna give it a few minutes, or give it a minute here. Get a few more people on. 3 HKF. What's up, buddy? Hey, what's going on, GB? Yeah, he told me that he sent a package off to you, Hard Knocks. So, first off, our first mail call. What I'm going to do, this is the one from Heath Schwab. Guy down in Louisiana, he does fishing and stuff like that. Real good supporter of my channels and stuff like that. And so, he lives down in Louisiana. So, big and little fishers. He does a lot of helping out. Kids go fishing and stuff like that. Mr. Mike, did I subscribe to you? I think I did. But let's see here what we got. So, mail call from Heath Schwab. When I get home, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put links in the description box down below to the guys' channels. Ooh. Oops. All right. That one almost came loose. So it looks like we got a 2012, 82, another 82, 94, and a 2005. All right, so what I've got, it's cutout pennies. And he's got them in there with my birthday on there. I got a 2012 as well, a 2005, and a 94. And they also come with the little crosses, the little cutouts for them. So I got those. Hey, Cat Locos. Or Cat Loco. So I got those from Heath Schwab. They're just awesome little bitty deals. Pennies cut out with the crosses. So he's got a whole bag of these and he just gives them out, help give people a good day. All right. Oops, almost dropped this card. Hold on. Oh. Now, for the Canadian mail call. All right, par avion, or airmail. About time to sharpen my knife. It's either that or they make a little bit more superior packaging up there in Canada than they do down here. It's still sharp. Alrighty. So let's see what we got from Mr. Dan Bates. You guys need to go check out his channel. He's actually got some really good tool hauls, like old school stuff. All right, first thing, actually that's pretty cool. I don't know what brand this is. It's a little bitty wrench. Looks like about a 1/4 inch on the one and then a 5/16 or maybe 3/8 on the box end. It's actually pretty cool. I have not seen one, a little one, quite like that. And then another hair brand. This one is actually pretty cool. It's a 1/4 inch with an offset 7/32. Yep, it's hair brand. Hair brand's made in Canada and they're like 30 years older than Snap-on, you know, late 1800s, 1880s. And then another hair brand from the 80s, it looks like. Another real good quality one. And 15/64 and 13/64. And I'm getting text messages. Then another hair brand. 9/32 and 5/16. And then the one that was really cool, the ones with the machinist shop. Ooh, I'm gonna have to put that one in some penetrating fluid. Where these ones that came with the feeler gauge on them. Yeah, there's some little bitty spans to be sure, or wrenches as they say here. But this one's actually really cool. He had a whole bunch of these. Has the feeler gauge on it. David Farrell Teague. Yeah, I didn't know they did either. Well, it's kind of like I didn't know Snap-on really made, you know, Canadian Snap-on till started watching Dan's videos. So they've got they used to have a forge up there, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's something you don't see, and it looks like it's a brass feeler gauge on there. I'm gonna have to soak her in some penetrating fluid, see if I can maybe just free it up just enough. But this is, you know, some pretty wicked stuff. He thinks that these ones might have came from like a fab shop or machine shop where they did some mass production, because you got, you know, 2 specific sizes with a feeler gauge on there. I'll have to take a mic to it, see what it's got. But yeah, my first hairbrand tools. And so I got a 81, an 85. And the hairbrand on these is all different. And then this one says number 84, which is the newest one. These are my first hairbrand tools. So they've been around for a long time. So, yep, that's cool. So Dan Bates, thank you very much. All right, and then of course to Heath for these. Those are awesome. Gaston Mechanic. You know, I like mail calls, like Southern Mint coin ring. I got one a little while back. I put the unboxing of this one on my outdoor channel. But like this one, I got a ring made out of a copper dollar coin. So mail calls are always awesome. And then I'll put a link down below as well, so you can even see on the inside there. To oh, having a brain fart. Southern Mint coin ring and Van Elliker. That's who that is that gave me this one. All right, now that I got everybody else here, let me see what's been going on. Show. Okay, so hairbrain tools, Canadian Snap-on, interesting. Snap-on, actually Snap-on boxes are made in Algona, Iowa. Like old bubble gum right here, that one's made in Algona. Same with the 84 Epic over here. That one's made here in Algona, Iowa as well. And this one also made in Algona. So they're all made right here in Iowa. So, oh, and I got a picture of one. Well, I'll save it for when I get my toolbox update done. I got a toolbox at home. I'm gonna go ahead and do my toolbox update on for beer studs thing. Snap-on FL80, guess how much for the FL80? I don't know, what'd you get for it, 40 bucks? Hey, Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, your old KRA was made in Canada? No shit. 'Cause yeah, I unloaded the big gray one, I unloaded this one, and I've moved the orange one enough to know that made in Algona, Iowa, just like the big 24-footer we used to have here, that was Algona, Iowa as well. Although every once in a while they do some specialty ones. Because actually, So let's see what we got going on here. Algona, Iowa. Make sure to get it on film when you do your updated toolbox. MD Lee. Yeah, because I know, well, I don't know when they started making them here in Iowa. See, going back through here. So, $50. That's not bad. Because, yeah, FL80. Here's the F80. Oh, that's the FHX. FHLL. FH. Oh, no, I got that one in tool bag in my truck. Yeah, pretty much anything with a L is going to be your longer handled ones. Like this one's the FHLL, and now they got the what is it, FXLL, where it's a brand new one, and instead of the ears being coming up off the handle, the ears actually come down off the head for that one, but it's just a plain swivel head. They don't have anything with a lock on it yet, but it is pretty good size compared to this guy. FLLF80. Yes, that's the one, Gaston. Yeah, that's their new excuse me, new one. They beefed up the head and they beefed up the ears coming down off the head, and the centerpiece where the head is here is actually on part of the handle. I think they did that to try and beef up the head design on the handle. I don't know. I know I got to tighten these up every once in a while, which whoop-de-doo, but how do you like the new heads on the flex heads? Well, like this one, or this guy, or the brand new one that they have that's beefed up? Oh, there we go. Jonesing for one of them. Yeah, I hear you, Gaston. That they're kind of pricey. Oh, the brand new beefy one. I like it. I wish it had an indexing head or a locking flex head. So I'm waiting for it to come out with that. And then probably about, whenever I do finally bite the bullet, and about probably 2 months after I wind up buying one, they'll come out with the soft handled one. And I'll be kicking myself in the ass. So, how's yeah, the locking flex head, I like it. Some guys don't care for it. Some guys like the rotos. This guy's been starting to earn its keep pretty good here, especially on the new engines. So, and on doing the starters. It's been starter city here lately, which sucks. $50, not a bad price. What was that? Only thing I know is the warranty on the truck can be iffy. I haven't had any issues, because like this one, I bought it out of the used bin. Other stuff that I've bought elsewhere from other dealers, I've never had a problem with the exception of trying to get Matco or Mac to stop by, or trying to chase them down. My neck of the woods has been a pain in the butt. So here we are. We did a mail call. Now we're starting to talk about ratchets. For those of you just tuning in, I got some stuff from Heath Schwab, these awesome punched out coins, and then I got a bunch of hair brands. You got a gear intro. I had one for the longest time. Then I had a friend that was starting out, and so made a deal on that. I don't have the 3/8, but I love the locking ones. Roto head's my favorite ratchet and has been. Yeah, everybody's got their favorite. This one's not quite my favorite, but it's coming in real handy, that 3/8 Roto. That's been coming in pretty handy here lately. So I'm at least earning my keep, or it's earning its keep, I should say. You know. Oh, I know some of you guys got some S&K, as I do. But here's what happened one day. This was about a month back. I haven't done a freaking video on it yet. Hey, Brian J. Yeah, Brian J. I got some wrenches from Dan Bates up in Canada. When I get home, I'm going to go ahead and put that down in the description box below. He is trying to get some more subscribers. I got to send him a more detailed email on some things that I use to help out. And then, of course, I got Heath Schwab's crosses. And speaking of which of mail call, Brian J., I know I got to get yours out to you. Sorry, I've been busy as hell for the past week. It's been nothing but starters for all last week and overheads. And by the time I get home, I've been getting home about 9, sometimes 10 o'clock at night. Been working on another truck. So it's been hell to try and get to the post office. But I should have your stuff out to the post office, Brian, here come, if I don't have it out Thursday, Friday for sure, and I'll shoot you a message letting you know the tracking number on that. So a couple other goodies are going to go in there for you. I figured why not. But, oh yeah, my S&K. There's my S&K breaker bar. 3/8. It fell apart on me. Yep, Brian's a cool guy. I like him. He's the one that won the pay it forward from Heath Schwab. But here's the stud off of it. And here's the head. It cracked. You guys can see that. Well, talking to my Snap-on guy, because I just grabbed this one because it was, you know, stubbier when I had to get into it. And I think I used my older 1/2-inch cordless impact. The newer ones are designed like this. This is another S&K. And they went to this design because this will come loose before this breaks. So even though I got these two the same day, this was just the older design. Which is the same reason why Snap-on went with that as well. Yeah, S&K tools, they're made in the USA. A little bit more spendy than Gear Wrench. I like them, you know, except for I just got to send this off to get warranted or see what S&K wants to do, or if I can find a place that'll warranty it for me. $16 for a pick set, that's actually pretty good. Can't find a good review video though. Yeah, I know. I gotta wait for the monetization to go back through on my end before I start shelling out more coin. And then, so yeah, this is my other long 3/8 breaker bar. And if it starts to flex too much, that's when I go to my other 1/2-inch breaker bar. And there might be a person out there, once I start putting tags in, it's going to probably jump me for that. But also, just in case, on par with Snappy, cheaper than Snappy. Yeah, except I haven't broke this one yet, and I've used it a bit. And my Blue Point one, I've used it quite a bit, and it's got that ball detent, and I haven't had any issues with this one. But it was literally maybe the second time I went to use my S&K, and I've had that thing for like 6 years, 7 years. It might have been the second time I went to use it, literally, and that's what happened. I mean, I got the nut broke apart and off, and then when I just went to pull the socket off, that went flying. I bet you felt a BA buying that big 1/2-inch ratchet off the truck, huh? About this one was because I already had the regular flex head, and I got the regular flex head at half off. That also had the soft grip handle. It just didn't have the locking. So it was maybe a couple weeks after I bought this when I sold that one for what I had into it for 120 bucks. And they had a deal on this one anyways, where it was their ratchet trade-in deal, where I gave him an old locked up SK ratchet that I had had for probably 15 years, and it locked up on me probably about a dozen years ago, and it was $45 off of this guy, which, because they had one of their truck specials, so it wasn't too bad. Overall it came out. S&K is a little bit cheaper there, Brian. $1,000. I think this one was maybe 200 or 210 after trade-in was done for what they had on their set price, and after when they did their trade-in on the truck route. So it turned out okay. I didn't take it as bad on this one as I have other things. So, but S&K does make good hand tools, Brian. They're pretty good. Yeah, 210 bucks. And I think if you were to just walk onto a truck that happened to have this, I think they run about 240, 250. Like just grab and go, about 250 bucks. Let me see here. What else do I have? Well, I don't. Oh, that must be in my truck. Because yeah, you got. Oh, that's that junk Carlisle. I think I took my Blue Point stuff home, but Gear Wrench is really good, Brian. They've got some good quality behind them, and even though they're made overseas, they've been pretty good to me. I've got a bunch of Gear Wrench stuff. You know, like these are Gear Wrench, and I've had this set for, I think this is Gear Wrench Taiwan. Since 2011, 2012, I've had this Gear Wrench set, the whole set, up to an inch from, what is that, 5/16. So here we are. We went from mail call down into Mike's tool shed, pretty much is where we wound up. But yeah, Gear Wrench, if you want something good that's not going to break the bank, Gear Wrench is a good option. Buy those at most hardware stores, Home Depot, Lowe's. But for you, Brian, since I know you don't have, you know, you would kind of be starting off, Harbor Freight, bro. Harbor Freight or Northern. It's like these little sets right here. It's a grip set. It's from Northern. It's just the little bitty ones that they sell for like $6 or $7 for the full set, and I've had the standard ones for a long time, like 4 years. Anything is legal in California. Yeah. Oh, what was that? I've got the flex head locking version of the Badass for sure. Yeah, that's God's ratchet right there. Might cause cancer in California. Yeah, Brian, careful on what you get there in California. You know, they you know, pretty much everything outside of driving high. All right, GP, we'll catch you later, man. I hope weather's treating you good over there and over across the pond. Yeah, Mike's a pretty big gun guy too, and he's been having to, unfortunately, modify some of his rifles in order to make them compliant. So, but yeah, I even did an ammo swap with him. He's pretty cool. Oh, those rounds worked great. I used some a while back, and they worked great in my rifle, Brian. So those were awesome rounds. So what else? Well, while you guys got me on the horn here, give it a couple more minutes, and then I'll probably be running off to home, shower up for the day, and it's about 40 degrees and rainy all day long. It sucks. For a 3/4 inch ratchet, 24-inch handles at a decent price. What brand of ratchet, HKF? Is it like a Proto? Is it a... Dude, if you can pick that up for that much, you better hop on it. That's like a $300 ratchet. $350. I mean... Alrighty, Gaston, we'll catch you later, man. Yeah, if you buy a snap-on 3/4 inch ratchet for that, I don't care. Oh, you already bought it? Well, then... Yeah, that was really good, because either way, even if they got to order the part for you, just because, you know, it happens to crap out, they'll still warranty it. Doesn't matter if you bought it at a frickin' pawn shop or not. You know, that's the cool thing, is they'll fix it. And it's like Dan Bates, he had some really old ratchets that they actually had to send in. He wound up being able to trade up on his, and he was able to get the 1/2 inch like this with the soft grip. Played one, forget, played, guarantee it'll laugh. I'll have to check that out here after a bit. That's another thing. I have been horrible the past 2 weeks, ever since I went duck hunting, on trying to catch up on videos, because, yeah, I just haven't been home to watch, and which really sucks. But seems there's factories of each brand in Taiwan. No way this tool brand and that tool brand could really... Yeah, Mr. Mike, I hear you on the factory one on that, because, yeah, I can probably go get, like, say, which one is this? That's Performax. Which I got to do a video on those, by the way, some point in time. Yeah, there's going to be, like, your Cobalt stuff is probably going to be made in the same factory as some of your Stanley stuff, or some of your, well, I wouldn't, Cobalt, yeah, maybe Stanley, and crap, they do that black chrome, they sell them at Home Depot. Having a brain fart. Husky. I'm pretty sure those guys are, like, either made right next door or together. They just do certain runs on certain days. Yeah, Husky. Blue Point. I've got Blue Point that's literally made from all over. It depends on what it is. China, Canada, USA. Like, let's see here. This Blue Point scraper was made in Canada, and it's actually been holding up really well. Surprising, because I'm not exactly easy on that. But like these guys, I don't know if they're made in Taiwan or if they're made in China, but they're pretty close up there with Irwin. I'll say that. That came as part of that kit for these guys. Yeah, Cobalt's got some decent stuff, not gonna lie. But then, like my Blue Point hammer, made in the USA, and this has been a pretty stand-up hammer. You know, I mean, I think they just kind of go with everything, because let's see where these guys are made at. Oh yeah, my hose pliers, Blue Point hose pliers, are made in the USA. These are just the jumbo ones that I got off the truck one point in time. I think they're made in China. There's no name on them. They're like 20 bucks. But yeah, Cobalt. I finally broke one of the things off here today, one of the clips that holds the socket in. This is a Cobalt that I've had since 2008. And because I dropped it on the floor. So, you know, you have something for 9 years and then it finally breaks because you drop it while it's loaded full of sockets. Luckily, I didn't lose any sockets. So yeah, I broke one of the holders off that today. And the Cobalt ones are compatible. The socket holders on here are compatible with the ones from Matco. So they will work together. But the Husky and the Cobalt ones won't. It sucks. Alrighty. Cobalt is a tool line, tool loan. Is it a loan or a line? Which good tool loan? Oh, no, you got me confused there, Hard Knocks. It's a good tool line. Yeah, it's pretty decent. It's like when I had to replace a socket. That's what that one is, a 13 millimeter Cobalt. You know, for a few bucks. It's not too bad, and the fact that it is the same size as my Blue Point ones really helped, because your snap-on ones are just a hair shorter. So yeah, if you happen to lose a Blue Point one, which these guys might be made in the same factory, I don't know, because they are pretty much the exact same size. That's 14, that's 13. But no, the inside's different. There's the inside on the Cobalt. There's the inside on the Blue Point. So I don't know where they make these ones. Somewhere overseas. Oh, anything else you guys want me to show you here? I'm going to get ready to lock up here in a little bit. Questions on trucks, natural gas? This is going to be one hell of a long mail call. Best warranty I've ever deal with. Literally hassle-free warranty, as they claim, was the reason I started digging them. Yep. Well, I haven't had to warranty any of my Cobalt stuff yet. I got a couple of things, you know, at 1/2-inch extension. Nothing natural about natural gas. Well, you know, it depends on how many bean burritos you eat. You know, whether or not you want to call that natural, I don't know. Take these guys home. Yes, he moved to Burlington, Iowa. Minions is still alive. He did get my package I sent off to him. I haven't seen a whole lot of him. I don't know what else he's got going on other than from some posts that I occasionally see on Facebook. And I mostly just get on that just to piss other people off. So, you know, nothing like, you know, stirring the pot. He was on a stream a few days ago. Oh, Mia Pearson. Well, hi, Mia. How old are you? And do you do tools? Do you do trucks? What do you do, Mia? Private info. Well, what do you do on YouTube, Mia? No, because I know some of the guys, they get a little riley, and you have a YouTube channel. Well, what's your YouTube channel about, Mia? I don't know if Minions ever did any giveaways there, MD Lee. I know you had some stuff going on at home. Anything really? He was definitely on Jay Young Snap-on giveaway stream. Well, Mia, a lot of the guys on here, we deal with tools and stuff like that. A couple of the guys, they got a mechanic's speech, so to say. You know, they get a little wild with their language sometimes. So, you know, if you're younger, you might want to be careful on that. So you don't want to get offended. You know, like Mike over at Mike's Tool Shed, he's he's pretty free speech. Me, I try to keep it PG, and occasionally that doesn't happen. So that's just part of being a mechanic. Minions having a giveaway, but yeah, it's been a few months. He since right before he moved was, because yeah, I want to say he moved end of August down to Burlington. So, Knox, you going live? Yeah, I know. I kind of did on my outdoor channel. I kind of had to at the time, and due to some other stuff that was going on that channel at that point in time, I just kind of wanted to keep that one family oriented, and it kind of flowed over into this one. Because otherwise, yeah, I would not be able to do any videos while working, because it wouldn't work. I'd be sitting there editing the living crap out of my videos, and I hate having to edit. It's a pain in the butt. In the middle of editing some videos, get some stuff uploaded and get your shit done folder. Yeah, might have get shit done folders about as big as this shop, YouTube and otherwise, and it sucks. But well, guys, I gotta get going. I want to go home, shower, grab myself a drink, if not make more coffee. It's 40 degrees out, rainy, nasty. Alrighty, Mr. Mike. Alright, everybody, thank you for showing up. Thanks for participating in the live stream. Had some fun talking about tools. Yep, and we'll definitely catch you later there. Hey, next time you're up this direction here, Des Moines area, give me a holler. So, hey, go grab a beer down the road here or something. They got Twin Peaks. Pretty nice. I like it. So, everybody, take care. Have a good one. Stay safe. Later, minions. Hey, we just talked about that. Oh, Jeff. Yeah. I got stuff in from Dan Bates and then Heath Schwab. So I got, yep, I'm getting ready to go. So feel free to tune back in. The first 7 minutes is actually mail call. So, yep, all the way from Canada and all the way from Louisiana. So I got her brand from Dan Bates up there. So I got a little baggie full of them. So it's actually pretty cool. These are going to go in my one at home. So that way they don't get screwed up. Alrighty, guys. You guys take care. Remember, shop safety is just as important as firearm safety. Alrighty, yeah, it should be up here in a minute, Jeff. So, yep, you guys take care and stay safe. Let's move that out of the way. Bye.